On this question, we have an exponential equation and a very complicated one at that. So let's go ahead and just review our exponential equations for a second. It's the format of a times b to the x. It's the idea that as x goes up by 1, you're always multiplying by something. And a is your starting amount, b is the way it changes, and x is the number of times that that happens. So looking at this equation and seeing that t is the number of years, we see something multiplied in front of the t. Now, we want to look at the next part of that comes up, which is the idea that you can have a times b to the x over some number. Let's just say 5 for now. Or you could have a times b to the x times some number like 5. So if t is the number of years or x is the number of years, then this right here would be saying that our change is happening every 5 years. And this one here is like saying that our change is happening 5 times per year. So that's the general sort of layout of an exponential and sort of the couple of ways that the SAT will sort of twist and turn this topic. And we want to keep that fresh in our minds as we go ahead and try this question. So we know that it's starting at 290. We know that it's going up by 4%. That's simply the idea that if you start at 100% and you add or take away 4, it'll bring you to 104 or 96. And then in decimal form, you'll get 1.04 or 0.96. And so if I want to increase something by 4%, that's the same as multiplying by 1.04. If I want to decrease by 4%, it's the same as multiplying by 0.96. So this is like the idea that it's going up by 4%. So now what's happening here? That could be seen as this happening this many times per year. Or it could be something else that we'll interpret it as. But let's take the first interpretation. We can say it starts at 290 and then it's going up 4%. And if 5x is 5 times per year, then this is saying that it's happening 2/3, 4/6, which is 2/3 times per year. So in 1 year, it's getting 2/3 of its job done. Now, there could be a more complicated way to see this because multiplying by 4/6 is the same as, or let's say multiplying by 2/3 is the same as dividing by 3/2. Because we're talking about the dynamic of keep, change, flip. So we can also see this as 290 times 1.04 to the t over 3/2. So seeing it that way, we still have it starting at 290. We still have it going up 4%, but we have that happening every year and a half because 3/2 is the same as 1.5. Now, both of these could kind of get us to our answer in this situation because 18 months is a year and a half. So they're asking us, well, by what percent is it going to increase every year and a half? Clearly, that's 4%. If we looked at it this way and we said, well, it's happening 2/3 times per year. If you think about that, that means that after 1 year, it's done 2/3 and it needs another 1/3, and that would actually be another 6 months. And so this would also kind of lead you to the same idea in a more complicated manner. But seeing it this way tells you that, like I said, it's going up 4% every 3 halves year, every year and a half, which is answer choice C.